Hello and welcome everyone to another Let's Play Final Fantasy Extra. This time we're going to be speaking about in-rooms. Full disclosure, unfortunately I lost the audio on the first go-around, so this is post-production audio. But we are at the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, and normally we'd be going over to the left to speak with the Manoon for a quest, but this time we want to go to the right and speak with the Innkeep. Simply right-click on the Innkeep, and then when the menu pops up, click on the In-Room. And this is the in-room for Gridania. And the other city-states, the visual will look a bit different. They'll have different features. But the first thing we're going to talk about is the orchestration machine, and this will allow you to change the background music in your in-room. And you will gain orchestration roles as you go through different dungeons, different quests. There will be a drop that you can right-click and choose to use, and that will give you different background music options via the orchestration machine. The next thing we'll talk about is the summoning bell. This will allow you to summon the retainers as normal, and you have all the features for the retainers as you would if you're out in the market. The crystal ball summons the Aesthetician or hairdresser. We have not unlocked it, but this will allow you to change the look of your character for a bit, and we will talk about how to unlock the Aesthetician and later on. Since we're in Gridania and they are nature focused, we have a water feature with flowers. The different city-states will have a different feature there. And next, the book, The Unending Journey, on the table there, that is our game journal. This will allow you to look at the cutscenes in the for the past quests you have completed, predominantly main story quests. As you go through the game, you'll unlock more and more cutscenes you can go back on. Next, the toy chest. That is for mini games that we unlock through different events. We have one from the Hatching Tide Festival previously. Next is the armory, and this is where you can store gear and armors in. If you look at the information card for a piece of gear in the lower right hand corner, you'll see a couple of icons. If you see the circled one on the tooltip there, you'll be able to store your item in the armory. But go ahead, feel free and pause to read that at your convenience. Normally I'll be reading it for you, but I can't since I lost the audio. And there is page 2. So next is the Glamour Dressor, and for items that are fully repaired, we can put them into the Glamour Dressor, and if you see the middle icon on the gear card on the lower right hand corner, that tells you that you can put that piece of gear in the Glamour Dressor. And this will allow you to mix and match glamours at will. And unlike normal glamour procedure where you can apply a glamour to a piece of armor for one glamour prism, and putting items into the Glamour Dresser will cost a glamour prism, but then you don't have to use glamour prisms in order to apply it to yourself. It's a little more efficient when you're doing full outfits. And it's not a drag and drop system like I'm trying here. We'll show you how to put stuff in there. But we have 12 glamour prisms, so we'll give a few options to demonstrate the Glamour Dresser. But you'll be editing what's called glamour plates, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Okay, so the drop-down menu allows you to select different armor options here, and then armors that you can put into the dresser will show up in that list. Simply click on whatever you want to put in there, and we're going through different options there, like different glamours that Square Enix gave as awards for subscribing. And even some of the level 1 gear that our Viera started with at the beginning of the game, you'll see me put into the armor there. But right now we're putting various chess pieces into the armory. So the first 3 are Squall's vest, Cloud Strife's vest, the Wild Rose vest, the Final Fantasy IX Tantalus vest, and then our Viera vest. And we can do that with the hats, with the headpieces, the pants, the wrist or gloves, and the shoes. So you can make a full outfit and mix either using the same theme or just mix and matching at your leisure. But here we're putting in various different pants, like the Tantalus pants, the Cloud Strife pants, Squall's pants, and I don't believe we have the pants for the Viera. I think we're still using those. And there we just ran out of Glamour prisms. So right-click and opening the Glamour Dresser again. Click on the Glamour plate, and then we have a number of selection of Glamour plates that we can edit here. We can pull various pieces of gear that we have put into the Glamour Dresser and create an outfit. And there you see, if you click on the chest option, you can see what options we have here. So we can choose whatever option we want to. And this doesn't cost anything. We've already spent the Glamour Prism to put these into the Glamour Dresser. So now we can choose to whatever piece at will. And we're not limited to the chest pieces. We'll get to the pants in just a moment because that's the other half that we put in there. So we can make ourselves look just like Cloud Strife if you wanted to. We can also switch it out for other outfits. When we're ready to save it as a plate, click Save, Confirm. And when we click Apply, now we have, since we are the botanist right now, whenever we go to the botanist, that glamour will automatically be applied over us. No need for to reapply it. Now we can also do the other plates with the other outfits. You don't have to follow any specific theme. Again, once you put a bunch of stuff in there, you can mix and match plates you can mix and match items for whatever outfit you wish. You could even dye items in the Glamour Dresser, but you have to have the dyes. You can preview, but you have to have the dyes in order to finish it. And this is the bed. You can log out of the game or exit the game via using the bed. Your character will jump on the bed and go to sleep. But you can also have a feature to where your character will go to sleep, but then you can try on outfits from the in-game, from Square Enix's cash store. This is the option we're choosing now. And the go to sleep and the wake up animations can vary based on race and character and how you set them up. But here we have the outfits that you have to pay cash for from the cash store. But this allows you to try them on with your character and kind of get a glimpse of how it will look in game. And there's various different options there, from crystal, I think the crystal person, and I forget what they are because I have a small window I'm looking at here. But the outfits have to match your gender. Unfortunately, they don't let you cross-dress. Some outfits may be unisex, but here I'm going through the various different options just to show, you know, what they'll look like on our viera on Kasmeer here. But if you had an outfit they were thinking of spending money on, this is an option to kind of see how it will look on your character before you pull the trigger. And they even have some weapon skins that you can check out as well. So once you exit the preview screen, your character will then wake back up and you can continue with the game. And when you're finally ready to leave, simply right-click on the door in the front, and you can free to leave the in room, and go back to the main game. So that is a look at the in room, but hang on for just a few more moments, and we will discuss how to and show how to unlock the Aesthetician. So if you want to get a different hairstyle or change whatever options that the Aesthetician will allow you to, I will show you how to unlock that, and so that the crystal bell can then be useful. So hang on, folks, and we will be back. Welcome back, everyone. We are back to live commentary. And we are now in Limsa, and we are just outside the Drowning Wench. And we're here to look for the NPC that we need to speak with so we can start the quest that's needed to unlock the Aesthetician, or aka, as I'm calling him, the hairdresser. But this person right here, that's just off to the side of the leaf meat NPC, that's the person. That's our lady we want to speak with, and she gives the quest: "Beauty is only scalp deep," and that is what we need to unlock the Aesthetician. You're either a brave woman or a fool. Friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa today, what with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it's said he brandishes blades so long and sharp that they could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up the spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. Shudder. What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher. Apprehend him. Toss him in gaol and throw away the key. Or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks for all I care. Just do something. Woe was me. Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons I saved every last gill for my husband's hard-earned wage. Forgoing new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children in anticipation of this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of a world-renowned aesthetician in Limsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious Liminsan oohing and eyeing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead, have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. And you choose to /DOUBT when clicking on this guy. Oh, the ignominy of it all. Of course you take her side, for shame. Is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artistry of my renown should be welcomed with open arms and a 21 cannon salute. Instead, I am branded a criminal, the tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows. With my dying breath, I speak unto you three names, three kind souls who may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forge Master something or other of Nalik and Vale and Vimines, Guildmaster Beaton of the Gradanian Carpenters Guild, and Severian of the Alchemist Guild in Ul'Dah. If there is an ounce of compassion, you seek them out and tell them Julian sent you. When my soul is restored and my name rightfully cleared, all of Limsa, nay, the entire realm, will sing your praises, for I, Jen, whatever, am none other than okay, so we need to speak with three individuals, one from each city-state for a Pacific something or other. Let's hit the one in Limsa first. Let's see if it's up this way. Jen Lane sent you? Let me guess. The barmy fool's lost his tools. Pardon me. The appendages of his very soul. Again. And is thrashing and tossing like the end of days is nigh. The man brings it upon himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he'd saved himself these misunderstandings. No, I'm not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity indeed for having to play audience for his whining. Any road, this should shut him for a while. Tell him if he loses these, I'll graft the next pair into his bloody hands. Okay, and next we have to go to... Blacksmith and Armorsmith guilds. Let's go to the Afcastle Crystal and let's go to Ul'Dah. Go to the Arcanist Guild. Go down to the ferry ticketer and take a ferry to Vesper Bay. And from here, we can either run or we can take a chocoporter into Ul'Dah. Okay, so we want to go to the Alchemist Guild. Easiest way to get there is just go to the nearest aetherite and use the Ethernet to get there, or Aethernet. Okay, so if you're not quite sure where the guy is, when you come into the doors, he's not visible right off the bat, unless you look way over in the corner, but yeah, he's right by the door. You come on behalf of Jeanlane. Why, I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. I realize that man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhume the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? An unfortunate turn of events indeed, if not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius, and genius is often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me, I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents. And so I command you, deliver this parcel to Jeanlane with all speed. And now it is off to Gridania. And so here in Gridania, we want to go to the Carpenter's Guild. A message from Jeanlane, you say? So he's lost another one. Does the man not understand that woods doesn't simply grow, or actually it does, at least in a manner of speaking, but the fact remains that resources are in short supply. For all his flowery words, if his tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he'd find a way to hold on to them for more than a fortnight or two. Jeanlane's skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, it's not my place to judge. Take this to him, and let us both hope that he will right his ways. So our botanist is level 13. I think we might need to be level 15 or over to turn this in. So we might very well just need to switch over to our Lancer. Yeah, I can already see on the mini-map there is a key there, so I'll show you what I'm... Yep, see? Key. So... So we need to be level 15. So let's switch to our Lancer. And now we can turn it in, because she's 26. If there is an ounce of compassion in you, friend, I beg you, retrieve from me the tools of my trade, for I am none other than Jeanlane the something or other. Blank caught. Aww. Could this be? Yes, I can feel it. The light returns to my eyes. Power courses through my fingers. I live. And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Begone, foul demon. And so I ask, how do you feel, madame? Why, it's as if in a single magnificent moment I've traveled beyond the void and returned to life as an embodiment of all that is beautiful in this world. Could it be? Yes, it must. How else to explain such power? You are the one whose coming was foretold. Yes, you are the Aesthetician. In the flesh, madame, I am Jeanlane, a crafter of coiffures so divine that Menfina herself doth begrudge my clientele her beauty. But let us speak of you, madame, for where a moment ago stood a fashion challenge frump, now there stands a beauty reborn. Okay. And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, that I might once again bestow my gifts on a realm bereft of beauty, a kindness I intend to repay in full. Do you fear that your own hairstyle is becoming passé, for the specter of ugliness to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath. As the man before you, at this very realm we call home, from an abyss of unfathomable drabness, you shall arise anew. My clans have been known to make reservations moons, even years in advance, but you shall know no such troubles, for proving a staunch ally to good taste, and when all others return a blind eye, I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Yes, the next time you find yourself plagued by aesthetic ennui, you need only ring the crystal bell from the comfort of any inn room which you have taken up lodgings. Jean Lane shall hasten to the scene. Yes, in a flash. The dreary, uninspired life you have hitherto known shall end. You shall travel to the realm beyond and return to us as a beauty reborn. I give you this token of the trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetic wonders ordinary women shall never know. Oh, Master Julian, do come back. I have not made my next appointments. And with that, we have unlocked the Aesthetician. So the crystal ball in the inn room is now functional. You have befriended Julianne. By using the crystal bell found in your inn room, you can call upon the services of the flamboyant Aesthetician. From hairstyle and color to face paint, he can create a new look for you in a mere 2,000 gil. Whenever you feel like a change, Julianne is your man. So, it's not free, but we can now call upon the services of the Aesthetician from any inn room. So, there is an inn in Limsa as well. And this is the inn room in Limsa. You can tell that the room is carved out of the tower. We have extensive windows. We still have the comfy bed in the corner, our journal, the Glamour dresser, the armory in the corner there. The toy chest has been moved over here. We don't have the water feature, but there's a chest of drawers that's built into the wall. The summoning bell is right here. We will need some money from our friend Klosper, who has the proceeds from our sales. So let us take... Let's take 3,500. click the arrow, and then proceed. So now we can click the crystal bell, and we can summon the Aesthetician. So while we are customizing our appearance, we will not have access to the chat. Where once stood a disheveled shell of a woman, there now shines a beauty reborn. And off he goes. Okay, and with that, that concludes our look into in rooms and what features they hold for us. And Kasmeer got a new hairstyle. Anyway, that'll do it for our time here today. We will cover more. We will cover more content once we unlock them in the main walkthrough. So anyway, follow up on Wednesdays for the next round of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Thanks for watching and have a great day.